Hi, everyone. I hope that you're fine and in good health. I want to welcome you to Finance 635. I'm Dr. Yunus, and I'll be your instructor for Fall 2025. In this video, I'll be going over the syllabus to give you an overview of the course and to help you understand the requirements and expectations for this course. Before proceeding, let me first introduce myself. My name again is Dr. Yunus. I have a bachelor's in finance from Indiana University of Pennsylvania, an MBA from the same university, and I have a PhD in finance from the University of Texas at Arlington. I've been teaching at the University of Baltimore since 2008. That's more than 17 years. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about me, my academic credentials, the classes that I've taught here at UB, and my research work, please click on the link beside my instructor bio, where you can read my entire profile on Google Pages. Well, let's go over some of the course information now. The course title, as you know, is Corporate Finance. This is Finance 635, and this is an asynchronous course. It's a 3-credit course. We already started the semester, and the semester officially ends on December 14, 2025. My email address is nyunus@ubal.edu, and my office hours are online via email and online via Zoom, and I have 10 hours of office hours every week. They're Mondays from 12 to 5 p.m. EST, and Tuesdays 12 to 5 p.m. EST via Zoom. Let's look at the course description now. Covers topics in cash flow analysis, financial forecasting, discounted cash flow analysis, bond analysis, and term structure of interest rates, equity analysis, capital asset pricing model, market efficiency, cost of capital, capital budgeting, capital structure, corporate payout policy, ESG, and derivative instruments such as options and futures. So let's look at the required course materials right now. The required textbook that we're going to be using is called Corporate Finance Course Principles and Applications. It's by Ross, Westerfield, Jordan, and Jaffe, and it's the 7th edition of the book. And these are the ISBNs over here. And I opened up a tab already just to show you how the book looks like. So let's go to the tab. And there it is. So this is from the McGraw-Hill's website, and you have the ebook edition, the print edition. But of course, we need the Connect version because, as I have told you repeatedly, Connect is mandatory for the course. So you have a 180-day access, and the price is also given over here. So make sure that whenever you buy the Connect, is a 7th edition of the book, and it gives you 180 days of access. Note that the assignments and exams will all be administered via Connect, and therefore you'll need to have the access code as soon as possible. The vast majority of the students have already bought the access code, and if you haven't already, I would advise you to get it by the end of this week. The first step is to register in Connect using the following hyperlink. So you're going to put your email address, and then it's going to guide you step by step, ask you for your credit card information. Or let's look at the required technology now. A computer or device with internet access, a webcam, a microphone, and speakers. Remember that at a minimum, you need to be able to navigate Canvas, download files/notes, browse the internet, send/receive emails, use word processing presentation software as needed, take exams, and complete all assignments online. So make sure that your computer is up to date and operational, and that you have internet access to perform all of the functions. And of course, you'll need a working webcam to attend and participate in Zoom class sessions and office hours as applicable. Let's talk about this web course now. I want to give you an overview of the course so that you are aware of the rules, policies, and expectations of this course. Number 1, we have reading the syllabus. First and foremost, please read the syllabus a few times. Make sure that you understand the rules, policies, and expectations of this course, and this can only be achieved by reading the syllabus. Email me the first couple of days or weeks of classes if you have any questions or ambiguities about any part of the syllabus. I can be reached at nyunus@ubal.edu. Number 2, we have attendance. You are expected to attend this virtual class regularly. Materials will be posted in Canvas under Files directory, and assignments and exams will be in Connect. Since you're taking this class online, you should be spending at least 10 hours a week in finance. You're also expected to check your email on a regular basis. Remember, I only have your UBALT email address available to me, so if you prefer some other email address, please auto-forward your emails. Please review these important policies regarding attendance carefully, which is listed below. Number 1, we have during the dropback period, it is especially important that you participate in required online activities and attend class in person. We are required by federal regulations to determine if a student enrolled in classes in a term is actually participating in class. I'll be verifying information on class participation after dropback ends. If a student is marked as never attended, The course will be dropped from his or her registration, and billing charges and financial aid may be adjusted. Number 2, we have to ensure your academic success. You're expected to participate in all your class meetings, whether a class meets online or in person. You should not have unexcused absences from classes, and you can fail a class for missing too many classes and or not participating in online activities. Number 3, we have FA, or failure due to absences. Given if the instructor determines the student was verified as enrolled in the course but has insufficient attendance to pass the course. Insufficient attendance means the student stops attending/participating and misses 20% or more of a course unexcused, or the student fails to meet a more restrictive policy as set forth by the instructor in the course syllabus. I really want you to be aware of these new policies and take these very, very seriously for all your classes as we begin this new semester. Number 3, we have lecture notes. I'll be posting lecture notes every week in Canvas under Files directory. I'll also be posting video lectures and will be sending you the YouTube links quite often. You're expected to read my lecture notes and watch the lecture videos. The lecture videos will most likely contain information contained in my lecture notes. Remember, you're not allowed to circulate these lecture notes or videos to anyone who's not enrolled in the course. Please note that my lecture notes and videos are simply guidelines. They may not be sufficient to grasp the gist of a particular topic. Make sure that you read each topic covered in my lecture notes from the text to get a thorough and comprehensive understanding of each topic and concept. So let's spend a few minutes to go over the Canvas LMS, or Learning Management System. It's pretty easy to use, it's user-friendly, and it's pretty intuitive. The first thing you're going to do is log on to the MyUBalt portal, then find Canvas, click on it, and then it's going to take you to the dashboard. So the dashboard shows all the classes that I am teaching this semester, and I also have the summer course over here, and it's also going to list the classes that you're taking this semester. So let's find 635, here it is. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to take me to the home page. So here is the home page, and you're going to scroll down, and there's a lot of important information over here. I have assignment 1 is already available. It's mandatory, it's due September 7th. Then you go down, you have the registration information, you have the syllabus, which I'm reading to you, and I'm pretty sure most of you already read. You have the book over here. Then I have click here for the tentative outline, and I just copied and pasted the tentative outline from the syllabus for your convenience. So then we have the announcements tab. Let's click on that, and it's going to list the announcement that I've sent you so far. And let's click on this, and it says academic calendar revised dates. So some of the dates I've seen were changed or revised very recently. And so let's go over those dates. And it's simply, you have a last day to drop with our W is September 2nd, last day to drop with the W is October 31st. Last day of class is December 7th, and the grades are due December 19th. So I just want you to know these important dates as you plan ahead with the semester. And they were revised slightly. So now let's click on the files directory, because all of my files and folders are going to be under the files directory. So let's click on that. And you have over here 635 chapter and scanned, and this is from the 5th edition because I scanned this, or my GS scanned the chapter and materials a while back. I'll provide more information about the project, but let's change this to the student interface so that I can view everything that you guys can see. So you have again 635 scanned, then we have registration connect, then we have week 1 materials. And I'm going to upload the week 2 and 3 materials shortly, probably over this weekend or as soon as possible. So let's click on week 1. It says you can zoom in and zoom out depending on how your computer is set, and it's gonna, okay, so if I have zoom it at 75%, it says week 1, 25 to 29th August, syllabus intro and DCF. So let's click on that folder. And then you have lectures, you have practice problems and timelines. You have 3 folders over here. So let's click on the lectures folder. Once I click on the lectures folder, I have chapter 1 edited, chapter 4, part 1. Then we have CO compensation and other files that you need to download and review as well. Let's go back now, and then we have a file called technology related. I guess it has Zoom related information. Then I have calculator optional if using Excel. So every week Also, you're going to be downloading information, and this is in addition to reading the book and watching all my videos. Course requirements and assignments, there will be 2 exams and a final. The exams will most likely be a combination of multiple choice questions, true, false, essays, and problems. Note that the midterm, final, and the first exam, all exams are going to be timed, which means that the time in Connect will start as soon as you access the exams. Therefore, it is highly recommended that you separate out 2.5 hour slots, chunks of time that you can concentrate on the test without any interruptions, that is without distraction, noise from, for instance, receiving texts, messages from social media accounts, or having your favorite show in the Netflix playing in the background. Note that the exams and final are closed books and closed notes. You're also not allowed to surf online during the test. Please be extra careful as you take the test, as partial credits will not be given for incorrect answers or answer choices. All right, let's look at assignments now. And we have note that there are 2 kinds of assignments, graded and ungraded. The graded assignments will be part of your grades, and you will only have 2 attempts to solve these questions. Solutions for the graded assignments will be provided only after the due date of the assignment. For the ungraded assignments in Learn Smart, you will have unlimited attempts. You will need to get familiar with the Smart Book tool for extra practice and to get a thorough understanding of each chapter. Please note that I'm not able to help you with graded assignments until the deadline has passed due to academic integrity reasons. Number 5, we have options for solving numerical problems. A financial calculator is not required for this class, but is recommended. I'll provide solutions using basic formulas provided in your text and Excel. If you are going the financial calculator route, I personally recommend the Texas Instrument BA2+. Note that since this is an online class, you can use the scientific calculator or Excel to solve any problem assigned. Now let's look at the policy for makeup exams and assignments. I normally do not allow any makeup exams or assignments. Makeups will only given to students in case of sickness, injury, or personal circumstances and must be substantiated by a doctor's note or some other proof that something very serious interfered with your ability to take the test or complete the assignment. I will not be accepting any late assignments either. The exam and assignment due dates appear in the tentative outline section of the syllabus. The contact and response time now. Please plan ahead and make sure that you're up to date with assignment due dates and exam due dates. At any point in time, if you have any queries or questions regarding the materials we're covering, you need to email me at nyunus@ubal.edu. I should respond within a 24-hour period during weekdays and within a 36-hour period during weekends. Please type in your subject, student name from 635 class. If your question or query is not addressed after exchanging 2 emails, we'll set up a Zoom appointment either during my regularly scheduled Zoom office hours or at a mutually agreeable time. Number 8, we have code of conduct. University behavioral expectations have been outlined in the Student Rights and Responsibilities Guide under Student Code of Conduct. Students are required to maintain these standards both on and off campus. Failure to be aware of these expectations is not accepted as an excuse for violations. The Office of Community Life is responsible for the oversight and facilitation of the adjugation of concerns regarding potential code of conduct violations. I would advise you to read the Code of Conduct handout very carefully to ensure that you're aware of your duties, responsibilities as a student, and what may happen in case of potential code of conduct violations. Again, remember, failure to be aware of these expectations is not accepted as an excuse for misbehavior. Number 9, we have Zoom office hours. I'll be holding office hours in Zoom. You'll need to let me know 24 hours in advance when you would like to meet with me via Zoom during my regularly scheduled office hours and what you would like to cover during these sessions. That way I can prepare for our meeting and reserve a 15-minute slot for you. Zoom recordings. You are not allowed to record and keep my Zoom office hour sessions. Any Zoom recordings of my sessions can only be used for educational and academic purposes and must be destroyed at the end of each semester. Please note that I will not be uploading Zoom sessions online for a face-to-face or synchronous class. I may be teaching concurrently with my asynchronous fully online web course. Let's look at the grading and the evaluation procedure right now, which is tentative. There are 2 exams, 20% each or 40%. The final exam is cumulative, 30%. There are 5 assignments worth 15%. There is a case study that's worth 5%. We have a project worth 15%, and total is 100%. So this is how your semester letter grade looks like. A is greater than equal to 93.3%, A minus greater than equal to 90%, and so on and so forth. Additional grading policy, I have letter grades will be based on the scale above and will not be rounded. Students will not be able to submit individual extra credit assignments for improving their grades. Let's look at the course outline now, which is tentative. I reserve the right to change the course outline via email announcement as needed. It is your responsibility as a student to check your emails and announcements in Canvas and keep up with any changes and announcements whatsoever. Exam 1 will open on September 26th, Friday, and close on September 28th. Sunday, exam 2 or midterm will open on October 30th and close on November 2nd. And the final exam will open on the 12th of December and close on the 14th of December. So now let's look at the course outline, which is tentative again, and we are almost done with week 1. You have the first assignment, which is again mandatory for attendance related purposes due on September 7th. We have assignment 2 due September 21st. Both of these are available in Connect, by the way. So the more reason for you to get Connect access as soon as possible, preferably by the end of this week. We have the case assignment due October 19th. Then we have assignment 3 due October 26th. And then we have assignment 4 due November 23rd. And the final assignment is due, I think, sometime on 7th December, I believe. Whatever the Sunday is on during this week. Then you have the exams that are in bold. What I would advise you to do is jot these due dates down on a piece of paper, or if you prefer, use a smart device and save all these assignment due dates and exam due dates so that you can plan ahead efficiently. Last but not least, I want you to review the Student Access Resources because it outlines a lot of important resources that are available to students at the University of Baltimore. Thank you, and I look forward to having each and every one of you in my class this semester, and I wish you the best of luck in each and every one of your classes that you're taking this semester.